Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. Today's the big day. Chevrolet has finally unveiled the all-new redesigned midsize Colorado pickup truck line. There's a lot to talk about. We got new trim grades, new styling, new powertrains, and more. Chevrolet has today unveiled the completely redesigned third-generation midsize Colorado pickup, which will arrive in showrooms in early 2023. It features an entirely new look inside and out, new powertrains, and a wider array of trim grades for the off-road enthusiast. The key styling theme is straighter lines and boxier shaping that, along with more muscular forms in its fenders and rear cargo box, has, I think, a much tougher presentation than before. It now looks a lot more in tune with the styling and the look of the Silverado family of trucks. To be offered in a single wheelbase with crew cab and 5-foot cargo box configuration only for 2023, the wheelbase gains 3 inches, now at 131.4. Length increases only an inch, however, over the previous crew cab 5-foot box. The big shift is an increase in weight, some 700 to 800 pounds depending on the trim grade, topping out at a hefty 5,300 pounds for the ZR2. You'll be able to get the 2023 Chevrolet Colorado in a wider lineup of trims, starting with the base model work truck. There'll be the mid-grade LT, Z71, ZR2, and new for this year is a unique Trail Boss model and a higher-level ZR2 Desert Boss flagship. Wheel sizes range from 17 to 20 inches with up to 32-inch diameter all-terrain tires. Notable is that the wheel pattern is now shared with Chevrolet full-size trucks, allowing it to share a wider range of aftermarket wheel sizes and options. So let's start out with the goodies. The cargo box gets a major rethink, offering more flexibility and versatility. Available is a built-in watertight storage box 45 inches wide and 4 inches deep in the tailgate. It's also got 2 cup holders and the measurement ruler molded in. Better yet, the tailgate can be hung midway to allow longer materials and support up to 500 pounds doing so. Beyond that, there's lots of tie-downs, stake pockets, and indentations for 2x lumber to create multiple levels for your materials and gear. An all-new interior ups the game with a modern design, yet with retro Chevrolet design touches such as the round vents. The shifter on the console is moved a little bit to the right, allowing better access to mode controls and the electronic parking brake. The big news is the standard 11.3-inch diagonal color infotainment touchscreen, even on the work truck. Both it and the digital instrument cluster are completely customizable. Depending on the trim grade and option packaging, more technologies than ever will be available here. On the big screen, available is Google built-in for mapping, streaming music, and more. Off-road versions get a monitor for real-time off-road metrics such as altitude, GPS guidance, a terrain monitor, and performance measurements like G-force, wheel slip, and more. Available are up to 10 camera views, including a segment-first underbody camera on the Z71 and the ZR2. The camera capabilities also enable a suite of trailer towing helpers like hitch guidance and hitch view. 4 grades of interior will feature higher quality materials throughout, with a variety of seating surfaces from cloth to leatherette. Upper trim grades will get stitched soft trims wrapping sections of the doors and center console. Striking accent colors will be found on top grades as well, wrapping the dash and the center console. Under the 2023 Colorado are 3 distinct frame and suspension grades. The standard height chassis and suspension will underpin the WT, LT, and Z71 trims. Stepping up to the Trail Boss gets you a 2-inch lift and a wider track. The Top Dog ZR2 gets a 3-inch suspension lift and all of the higher-end suspension with Multimatic DSSV dampers we've come to expect from the model. The big news for 2023 is the powertrains. Gone is the 3.6-liter V6, gone is the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, and gone is the 2.8-liter Duramax. All of them replaced by 3 different versions of the 2.7-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged gas engine, the one we've come to know in the Silverado. The base version of the engine will come standard in the WT and LT trim grades. That puts out 236 horsepower and 259 pound-feet of torque. In the WT and the LT, the 2.7-liter turbocharged base engine can tow up to 3,500 pounds. The next step up is the Turbo Plus, which comes standard in the Z71 and the Trail Boss. It pumps out 310 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque and can tow up to 7,700 pounds. For those of you asking the question, this engine can be optioned in the work truck and the LT trims. Topping the power trip is the high output version that comes exclusively in the ZR2. It has the same 310 horsepower but has a deeper well of torque at 430 pound-feet. Though it does have more torque, the tow rating drops to 6,000 pounds in the ZR2 due to its increased curb weight and off-road suspension. All three variants of the 2.7-liter turbo come with an 8-speed automatic transmission and feature variable cylinder management, meaning it can run on 2 cylinders to save fuel when the extra power isn't needed. The 2023 Chevrolet Colorado begins production in early 2023 in Wentzville, Missouri. Pricing and final specifications will come closer to that time. All right, my friends, there you have it for the all-new 2023 Chevrolet Colorado. I'm pretty excited. I love trucks. I love midsize trucks particularly, and compact trucks. There's just not enough of them out there. This really should be an interesting thing to see how this does in the market out there, especially with all the variations and those new powertrain teams. Now, if you want to take a deeper dive into the other trim grades, the Z71, the Trail Boss, the ZR2, see our playlist right there. We've got deep dive videos to really take you into what those trim grades offer and what they're about. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. Either way, stay tuned.